Welcome back to the garden. Looks like the spring is coming much quicker than what I thought it would. So I need to hurry up and get my greenhouse ready. I have some leftover materials from a last job, and I was actually doing some landscaping and I needed some more soil, and the last soil I actually bought garden mix, so hopefully will be enough to fill this raised bed that I'm making from what I've got left. If not, I'll have to go buy some more. Now, believe it or not, this timber is also left from a job, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough, but let's see how far we go. If I have to buy a couple, that's fine. Now, the original plan was to go here, across, and then back. But looking at it now, if I go back, this seedling rack needs to come forward. I won't be able to walk inside this, so the change will be I'll just do that one line here, and I'll push the rack back. I have a little bit more space here in front. I have a tomato here. I'm actually going... Am I gonna kill it? Yeah, I'll probably kill this plant. It's leggy, it's all gone all over the place. It was a kind of, again, out of my experiments. I have some nice worms here. Stuff has gone everywhere. I'll pick them up and put them back into the garden. But yeah, this is my little space. I'm not sure if you can see, but I have to crouch in here to do anything. It's quite small. I don't have much space here, so this is what I bought. Should have probably made my own to make it a bit taller so I can properly walk inside, but this was a $200 something kit, so I guess it works. This is looking good now. So you can see I have a little low point there, and I will keep that low point. I won't change it. I'll just put a box with plastic around and put it straight onto this concrete. I won't be leveling it or doing anything to it. And then I'll try to put somewhere around here just a overflow for the water in that low point. Now this rack will stay here. Actually the brace is rotten, so I kind of pulled it out. I'm gonna pull a little bit something underneath it just to make it level, because it's not sitting level at the moment. And like I said, this is a driveway. It's meant to sit on an angle. So this is what we got, and now let's start building this box. This is turning into a building video, but it is what it is. Now, what I'll do is I'll put these braces here in the corners just to brace the corners off, and I'll put another flat one here in the middle just to make it a bit sturdy. It's a little bit taller than I thought it would be, that I'd like to be, but free timber, can't complain. We got some of this old builder's plastic. I'll put that in. That will be my water membrane. Well, this technically is a pool. I've stapled just the tops and I'll cut this off, but what I want to do is first check that this doesn't lose any. Sure how good this is. Now I will fill this up with water and see if it holds water till tomorrow. Looks like I have a hole somewhere in the plastic. Right, what do I have? A small cut in the plastic here. Now what I'll do is put some silicone on a piece of plastic over the top, patch it up, and hopefully that's it. Otherwise I'll just get some more of this black plastic and do another line on top of it. Makeshift plug is in. Let's fill up with water and see if it holds. Now I still have a small leak somewhere up higher. That leak there is fixed. Now what I'll do is I'll actually poke some holes into this. I went to Bunnings to buy some expandable clay and some vermiculite to put in there, and pond line was $30 a meter, so I bought a meter of pond liner by 4 meters, which I can do 2 of these beds. So I'll put a couple of holes in this now. I'll leave this plastic up, it's there already, so might as well serve as another protection thing. And I'll put pond liner now. Alright, I'm all sweating. Pipes are in. This was the hardest bit out of all, to get them in nice and snug. This is some of the weights that I used to put and hold one side, and I stepped on that board on the other side. Now what I'll do is I'll put some vermiculite and stuff on the bottom, and I'll make the drainage, and then we'll go from there. Whew, this was hot. Now I've called this done. Pipes are sitting in there nicely. Overflow is just here. For the fill up and the overflow. It's quite tight in here. It's killing my back at the moment. But I finally got this bed done. I can easily walk inside here, so that's a good thing. I'll fill it up with some rocks and vermiculite, and then I'll put the soil on top of it. I just don't want the soil to directly go onto the floor here. So this is what we got: a bag of vermiculite and a bag of these lava rocks on the floor. I wanted to cover the big gaps with the rocks, and then obviously vermiculite on top, and I'll add the soil to this. I'll use this as well that I've got in this pot from the old tomato plant we pulled out of there. So this has worked out perfectly for me. It needs a little bit more soil, but I have a bucket of compost which I will put on top. So finally this build is done. I'll fill this up with water and see what it does, and if this overflow thing is working. And as usual I have to clean up with a mess. I have messed up quite a bit here. Now, was this worth it? I had a lot of stuff that was for free, like the soil, the timber. I've got about 120 bucks in it, no more than that. Now while I fill this up, I'm thinking, was it worth it? I think so. It's kept me busy for about 2 days. No, not 2 fully days, but I was thinking about it, doing it, and you gotta do something. We are in these lockdowns at the moment, and mental health is quite important. It's quite important for us to stay healthy, so little projects like this, I think they're really, really good for our minds. With that said, hopefully you are doing okay with all these lockdowns, and you're keeping busy in your garden, keeping your mind occupied. The next thing I have here is to think about what I'm gonna plant next, which will keep me busy for days to come, planting, harvesting, enjoying it. I'll have to buy some more compost and top it up, but yeah, this is a good build just to get your mind busy, get your head of these lockdowns and keep busy. I hope everyone is doing well, and thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I hope I see you in the next one.